And as always, my name is Mitchell Heber. I am 25 years young. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm here to share my smile with the world and hopefully bring a smile to your face. I just wanted to tune in today and talk about change and adaption and how you can master change and adaption. Something that I kind of came to a conclusion a little bit today, actually. How many of you have ever been in a position where you had to adapt to a situation, whether it was your environment or just something in general that changed in your life? And if you can relate to that, just drop a yes in the comments. I'd be curious, because life is changing every single day, and you got to learn to adapt to that change. And whether it's yourself, your body, or your environment in general, or even your mind. Your mind's has thousands, if not, I don't know, it's probably millions of thoughts every single day, and it's like you got to learn to adapt to those thoughts and change them if they're not serving you. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And again, you got to learn to master your mind, master your body and or your environment, yourself. So it's very important to do this because one little slip up, you're going to be stuck falling back off that train or that wagon. For instance, yesterday I didn't get to do my video in this 90-day challenge that I've been doing because I didn't adapt to my change. I was in the airport all day traveling, and I was home with my family. I just didn't even take time to get down and do a video for all of you. So I kind of broke this challenge a little bit yesterday, but hey, it's okay. And things happen. But if you can jump back on that horse, get back on that train, things can move again very fast. And the part of this whole concept of me doing this video challenge was it takes 67 days to develop a habit. And I was actually on, I think, day 70 yesterday, so I'm redoing today as of yesterday. So it's easy for me to readapt because I'm used to that already. So even though I had one little slip up, it was easy to get back into the flow state, getting back on camera. So that's just one little example as well. But again, there's change happening all around us every single day. And that comes down to, your environment again. I spent most of my life, my adult years, living in two different states. So I've had to adapt to that change, the new environment that I've put myself into. Traveling from home, Wisconsin here to Utah, where I currently live. So I'm learning to adapt to that new environment every time I travel, and be able to get back into that new routine, or that routine that I've already been in. And like being home now, things have been a little bit different, but I'm still adapting and adjusting to that change of my new environment. Same applies to your mind. These are some of the most important things to really be aware of when you are, adapting to these change and, mastering this change. So your mind as well, is super powerful. And if you're not adapting to those new thoughts or that rewiring process of your brain, it's going to be tough because you're going to go back to your own ways of this negative thinking or this doubt or, lack of credibility. And if you continue to live in that state, you're not going to get any better. So you got to learn to rewire your brain, rewire your thoughts, and observe those thoughts and feed it positivity. Because our mind is so, negative, unfortunately, we have this huge ball of negative energy just in our mind. So if you can learn to, rewire that brain so you have a bigger, larger ball of positivity, things will just flow a lot more easily in your brain so you can comprehend those things and change to that new way of living. So you're living into that state, that feeling of who and what you really want in life and who you really are. And I think that's extremely powerful to understand that. And that changing your mind alone can help you adapt to those new environments more easily because you're already living into that state of that positive thinking of who you really are, who you want to be, and living into that. So it's very important because if we have a mind that can imagine, and then just if you can imagine putting yourself into the shoes of the person that you want to be and the environment that you want to live in, you can bring that with you even when you travel. For instance, I'm at my parents' house, so I'm putting myself into my environment of what it really is or what it feels like to be kind of in that same state of where I came from or where I still want to go in life. Just an example. So that's also one very important thing to understand here in this process, as well as your body, your physical body, yourself. Your body is changing every single day. If feeding it the right nutrients or the the minerals that your body needs, like it's going to fall off and it's going to deplete, and your bones aren't going to become as strong, your immune system's not going to become as strong, and that's when you can get sick. So that's another thing to adapt to in this process of changing your environment, or not just your environment but your body, yourself, as well as your mind. So all these things kind of come together as one, mind, body, self, environment. And when you learn to adapt all that, and you can adapt to that change, you can really become a master of it. And just like Bruce Lee says, I fear not the man who does 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. They say 10,000 hours it takes to master something, and it's the truth. And we've been around longer than this, so if you can put all that time and energy into mastering your mind, mastering your body, mastering your environment, like, you'll become powerful. And hey, I'm preaching a little bit right now, and it's not easy. I'm telling you that, as again, it's easier said than done, but that's the truth. You will master it over time, and life will become a lot more easy for you, because you're living into that, you're stepping into that, you're becoming who you really want to be, and all those good things that come along with it. So those of you who are on here, thanks for all the love. I appreciate it. And I got something on my phone here, but just wanted to tune in with all of you really quick today. I got some things going on as well. Like I said, I'm home for a wedding and just visiting family and my niece. So those of you who have jumped on, hope you guys got some value from this today. If you did, let me know. Drop me a thumbs up in the comments or a smiley emoji. That would be awesome. And again, just put yourself into a state of imagination, because that'll help you master your mind, master your body, master your thoughts, your environment, and living into that. So that's what it's really about, I think, is just mastering this change that's happening every day in our lives. So with that said, I love all of you. Keep smiling. God bless, and have a beautiful, blessed day. We will see you all very soon.